Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, someday in August, I don't know, it's the 11th today. Coming at you from the homestead, me and the mourning dove back there. Just wanted to give you a few updates, a few plans as to what's going to happen on this land, and yeah, just give you a little check-in as to what I have been doing this past week. So I'm now over here at the back part of the yard, right by our shed here. Which I want to redo, put some shelving in there, do some fun stuff. But I've been clearing this space up right next to it. So there it is. Right here, this is where I would love to put the chicken coop. It's got a lot of good shade for most of the day, so they won't get too hot in the summer. And it's just a nice spot for them. But yeah, so I have been looking for coops. Pricing them out. I would really love to get the coop here this fall before the winter and get it all set up and get it ready for them. I have to get a run as well. I want to build a run for them so they can have space to move around and not get eaten by animals. I'm not going to let them free range on here. There's definitely foxes, raccoons, all the things, and I don't want my little chicks getting eaten. So gonna do them a run, make a run for them, and I'll probably end up doing a portable run too, so they can go around the yard and help me clean the ticks up and stuff. So yeah, so I've been trying to price out those or figure out how the hell I'm gonna get a coop here, because none of us have a truck right now, which is something else I'm working on. When the financial flow gets a little bit heavier, I'm gonna get a truck, but right now it's not possible. So that's gonna happen. I'm trying to map out the yard just to figure out what's going where. But over here, where that garden is, that's the small garden I have now. And I want to expand that. Oh, sorry, it's a little hard to see. This whole part of the yard right here. So I want it to surround this garden, and I may take this fence out when I do, but I'm going to have it start a little bit over here, kind of at the top of this driveway. You might be able to see the stick I have in the ground there. Yeah, see, there you go. So it's kind of like my marker. There's another one. I may have gotten knocked over, which is fine. It's okay. But I'm going to go over here. And then we're going to go down to the edge of the yard there and go across. So it's going to be 66 feet long by 20 feet wide. And I'm going to do, I think, probably a gate on both sides, one facing the yard, one facing the road, just so we can not just invite neighbors over, but get in from the other side of the road. So there's that plan. But in that plan, I've mapped everything out, and I'm trying to price everything out. So I think I need 28 posts. I got to figure out the gates, because I don't want animals to get into this one. I think the rest of the yard is going to be open. It's just where our food is going to be grown that I would like to have gated off. So I'm trying to plan all that. I think the top part of the yard, so here's the tree. That's our red maple, and she's beautiful, even though she's missing part of her because of that, but you know, she's an amazing plant, and she's going to survive it. Obviously she did. She's beautiful. But this part by the tree, I got to figure out what's going to go over here. This part of the yard gets, this is all sun right here. This corner of the yard, it's by the busy road. This one is just starting to get a little shade right now. But I'm thinking this might be a good place to do succulent gardens and do a lot of my herbs, especially a lot of Mediterranean herbs, lavender, rosemary, sage, thyme. I'm gonna have thyme all over the place. I love thyme. Thyme is on my side. So do all that over there. I think with the succulents and sucks, I love to do that. Maybe a greenhouse over there would be kind of cool too. So there's that. And then over here, we have the front of the yard. All this right here. So, yeah, all needs to be amended. I'm going to do a bunch of garden beds. This whole front garden here has to be redone, like big time, because there's stuff in there that needs to come out, and some of these need to be transplanted, but so this all needs to be redone. And yeah, so those are my thoughts. That's what I've got on the plan so far, but I am planning on popping this into some kind of garden design thing and kind of mapping out things there. I need to start getting a plan on as to what's going in where. There's gonna be fruit trees. I'm gonna do figs and persimmons and definitely peaches. I'm gonna look into apples. There's a crab apple tree here already, one up front, and I think there's one in the definitely one out back. I mean, there's one in the front. I just need to read up a little bit more about apple trees, because if it's gonna cross pollinate with crab apple trees, we don't need another crab apple tree here. So I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, fruit trees, all the things. So yeah, there's so many plans, but I'm gonna start getting things up on my Patreon and YouTube, and yeah, so that's where I'm at so far and what I've been working on. I got comfrey root cuttings coming, so I'm gonna plant some comfrey, which I plan on putting all over the yard, in places that will grow. And yeah, that's where we're at. I'm still in the middle of moving. It's gonna be another month and a half before that's complete, which is kind of driving me crazy because I can't really push doing all these products and stuff when I'm trying to pack up all my stuff. So it just makes it really hard. Sassy sales are very, very, very low, pretty much non-existent right now. And that's another thing that's kind of killing me, but it is what it is. I hope you're all doing well. Drinking your water, checking on your neighbors, and find and enjoy when you can. Love you all. Talk to you soon.